Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3 with me, Break It Down. So looking at the layout here, it does seem like we might end up fighting these guys, if only because Warren is up there. So what I'll do
Careful, I'm behind.
is send Astarion around to ambush him if it does evolve into a fight.
There.
Haven't seen anyone but us. It's just wilderness out here.
Okay, we'll send him all the way around instead.
Just like old times.
Never a dull moment. Rush in. You're both twice as tall as me, but have half the bloody backbone. But we don't know what that thing even is. And what about the crypt?
I'm telling you, it's a ship. And the crypt can wait. Mari and Barton have been trying to break in for days. Now we... Stop! Got ourselves competition already. That's our ship.
So I don't like where my character's standing. I'm pretty sure that was labeled as a loose stone. I mean, we'll take the paladin check here. Selfish cur. There might be survivors, that you think only of loot. Leave before I make you leave.
Well, in that case, come on you lot. No point in getting killed. Second worm gets the cheese and all.
Second mouse gets the cheese, no?
Nobody's getting any damn cheese. Now move it!
You're more cunning than you look. I thought we had a fight on our hands.
Not today.
Text is too faded. Doesn't tell me who was worshipped here.
Quietly now.
With haste.
Well, I suppose as a paladin, if we have the option to de-escalate, we should. There's Lyzel. Let's finish exploring here first.
There's something underneath here.
Cool, okay. I want to see if I can catch the plants on fire. And I can!
Have you, Gibblebuck? Everything all right out there?
Gimelbach ran. Your friends abandoned you.
Yeah. I'll always were a bit soft. But I've got plenty of friends who ain't soft. Come in here and you can meet them.
Let's crack it open.
Oh cool, so you can cast guidance while you're in this menu. That's awesome. Does it matter? We rolled a 20 anyway.
Still alive. So that's progress.
You're dead!
See anything?
Nothing.
All clear.
So there's a group of 5. I have an idea.
Looking.
These boots have seen everything.
That was worth a shot. I thought maybe I could break that open and repel in behind that party. I wonder if that's the main door that we tried to get into before. There's a guy right there too, so there's 6 of them.
Something's rotten about this.
Well, it's a crypt, ain't it? Rot's to be expected.
Shut it! This is no time.
Okay, disguise self is a ritual. So that shouldn't consume a spell slot if I use it.
See anything?
Let's see what happens.
Nothing.
All clear.
Don't waste a step.
So my plan is to try and get the melee guys through the door and hit this lever here.
Mutilate them.
My bad.
Gotta keep fighting. Take you.
I'll keep him in the fight. Get Shadowheart a little closer. That's inconvenient. Alright, Gale's not going anywhere anyway. That's why I cast Mage Armor. Alright, Starion is down.
Need to stay focused. Take two.
A rough tempest I will raise.
Sorry, buddy. Okay, and we'll use this reprieve to heal up a bit. I wonder, can we flee from... Okay, so we can pull back and exit combat, then maybe come in from the other side? I feel like that wouldn't be advantageous, though. Because they have, I think, 3 archers, so... Also didn't mean to use that on her, but that's okay.
Over here.
Alright, now have Shadowheart open up the door. Okay, so I have to select Divine Smite. I think there's an option where you can do it automatically, where if you land a hit, it'll ask you if you want to use it instead of having to remember to use it beforehand. So we'll take care of that after this fight. Now let's see if the grease is flammable.
A better position.
Cool.
Hells. I need to hold on.
I'll gladly take that.
Onward.
Death is but a word away.
Step to my feet.
Even cooler.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
There we go. Alright, that fight had me a little concerned, but we managed. Hey, Bandit's Key. How about a bandit guarding the entrance of a cliffside chapel? Alright, journey through the jungle. The adventures of one Baron von Baron and his goblin guide Jaw as they brave the thick jungles of Cholt. The sun had just fallen below the horizon when I first heard its call. 1,000 reed pipes at once, whistling a single beautiful, terrible song. Ulu the Long, said Jaw. It's coming. Jaw dropped her pack and scurried up the nearest spider? With a bit more effort, I climbed a tree of my own. The two of us surveyed the grassy ground beneath. Awoo! There it was again, above and beneath and all around. So close my skull vibrated from the sound. The ferns and foliage under me rippled and swayed. Jaw held a finger to her lips to demand my silence, and in one motion it snatched her. A vine? A tentacle? It hardly mattered. The hunter had found its prey. Jaw's scream swelled, then faded as Ulu the Long dragged her away. I leapt down to give chase, but the creature left no mark behind. The grasses were untrampled, the shrubs unbroken. I had only the memory of that harrowing call to guide me.
Should mind my step. I sense another undead presence here. Powerful, but not malevolent.
Interesting.
Ancient, indecipherable text covers the plaque.
A dead tongue. Whoever worshipped here must be long gone.
Hey, a cheese wheel. A cheese wedge. Alright, some loot to sell. So much here to grab, and I have no idea. I mean, most of this probably isn't worth grabbing. Death and Divinity, a Godly Guide. Death is too powerful a force for even a single god to contain. It is a duty that has been passed from hand to hand, splintered into smaller pieces. Disease, war, funeral rites. There must always be an overseer of the cycle as life falls away. For countless aeons, it was Jurgal, the lord of the end of everything, presided over mortality with his unblinking stare, until even he grew wary. Young Baal, Bane, and Miracle must have thought themselves conquerors when they came for the god of death, yet he used their ambitions to free himself. Miracle claimed primacy over death from Jurgal's bargain, but even he does not rule death alone. What is murder if not the most violent of deaths, seized by Baal in his incessant greed? What need would there be for noble Kelemvor to judge passing souls, if one deity could hold the process entire? Even gods can die after all. Those who worship death should remember that above all else. The Curse of the Vampire. Hearken close and beware the vampire. Beware its cold beauty, beware its charm, beware its curse. Above all, beware the pale noble, for the vampire cannot bear to be of the common folk. How doth one protect from the beast? Walk not in blackest night, for the vampire loves these nights more than any other. You must walk, do so by the light of our moon, and take care. Carry the blessings and marks of your god at all times. But remember, your home is a fortress, if protected well. You hear a knock in the night, be wary. Let no stranger into your home. If it be a friend, look upon them. You find them pallid and wan. See you any mark upon their neck. See you any dirt upon their clothes. Unless their need is great, turn away all but the most trusted. And if the beast finds a way into your home, flee. Leave love and family behind. You will not save them if you fight. You will not see them again. But they will see you, hale and smiling, calling them into the night. An ancient scroll. Moldering scroll containing what remains of an ancient ritual. Though a bloom of mold has leached the ink from most of this scroll, its beginning is still legible. The sealing ritual. Our god cares not for petty ritual. There is only the sealing, but it is vital that we observe it with exacting reverence. On the day of the sealing, a mixture of bone and ash is consecrated. Upon the names of the dead we spread the offering, imbuing the ink with the essence of death, of our god. Alright, so this chapel was probably one dedicated to one of the three gods of death. Which one, we don't know yet. Dense rows of scrawled text. A few legible entries seem to detail the names and final words of numerous individuals. Come see this, it's move. Maj Penner, laboratory explosion. Broth Cress, waylaid in a Neverwinter alley. You're blocking my light. Donna Ree, Watered Havian, Featherlong. He threw me off in that. Can we not take it? I can't right click it, it seems. Just ping it. I've read that one already. On the Mortal View, eyewitness accounts of the ball spawn crisis. The guild seal on the inside of the cover belongs to a printmaking collective in Baldur's Gate. Of course I remember. Through the second that girl was walking there should be trouble. Little thief, always in everyone's business. And that word of Gorion went right along with her. No surprise the wicked god's blood is running in their veins. Anonymous Candlekeep. That's referring to Imoen and Gorion's ward. Terravok and his lot are always the first ones that come to mind. You know, this all started with a bit of iron and Nashkel. Everyone thought their weapons would rot out of their hands. Back then I thought the problem was bad trade. Never took the man for a son of Baal. Omnian mercenary, interviewed on his deathbed. You dare speak that name to me. My mistress was turned to ash fighting those forsaken wretches. I curse Baal, I curse Herenicus, and I curse you. Hostile vampire Athkatla slums. The five tore Tethir to pieces. I don't think anyone expected more ball spawns showing up would fix the war that a pack of them started. Then again, they were all inclined to killing each other, eh? Good riddance. Here's hoping every last one of them has been wiped off the face of Faerun. Zaradush Merchant, retired. I'm not authorized to be talking about any murder with someone like you. Take it up at the Sea Tower if you want to argue. But honestly, who cares if a ball spawn god is stuck to them? Their father's the killing type after all. Flaming Fist Gauntlet, Baldur's Gate. Several hundred more interviews follow, most of them terse. The Unclaimed. In life, her service had been impeccable. Daily did she devote herself to the Lady of Loss. Daily did she free herself from the tyranny of memory. All in time was lost to her, her relations, her preferences, even her own name. Upon the altar of her devotion placed she the ultimate offering, her emptied mind. And when she died, when she awoke in death and found herself standing in the pale and faded city of judgment, she waited for the Lady of Loss to retrieve her. A million souls and more passed her in colorless gusts, but no hand materialized in her hand. No voice whispered instruction in her ear. No guidance proffered itself from the bleached and barren sky. Time, immaterial time, passed around her like air, coming and going. And still, the goddess did not come for her devotee. Helenvor pitied her, as much as the Lord of the Dead is able, but could not intervene. This cleric of the Lady of Loss, unclaimed despite her worthiness, might yet have one more lesson to learn. That not of forgetting, but being forgotten. Oh, whoops.
No lock, no handle. How does it open? No lock, no handle. How does it open? No lock, no handle. How does it open?
Like that. I am kind of glad they're not throwing a ton of different books at me at the same time. Also, I wish that there was a indicator that you've already read the book before. That would help me out a lot. Alright, so that lever has a skull on it. That's a bad sign. The unclaimed. Oh, I said unchained at first. I got excited. Like a new book. But 'tis not. So I'm thinking this door takes us back outside, right? Because it had a indicator on it. Did I loot this already?
You do not recognize the language on the plaque.
Chapel records. Fine dust coats the pages of this weathered book. Beneath the bone-white powder, hundreds of short obituaries are recorded in tiny script. Grobian Tipple, Ilmater, drowning. Evane Arkinson, Ogma, eternal rot. Devrin Stout, Saloon, fever. Actually, I think it's Saluna, right? I think the E is actually pronounced. Okay. Well, I'm going to call it here. Next time we will activate the lever and see where that takes us, but it's a little ominous, so we'll save it for next time. I wonder if we can rest in here. I think we'll try that next time as well. We're a little roughed up, and we used some of our resources in the previous fight.
Ready and willing. Let's get going.
Let's use Arcane Recovery real quick.
Let me work my magic.
I also want to try this. Oh geez, okay. You have a lot of options. Is it only the playable races, or can we do... Yeah, it looks like just the playable races, but still pretty cool. Oh yeah, let's swap her weapon back while I'm thinking about it as well. That's not a mace, that's a mace. Because she's not proficient with rapiers, been meaning to swap that back for a while. Alright, I'm going to call it here. Next time, we'll check out the lever, and probably exit the chapel if there's not too much more to do. And go rescue Lizel, since we kind of left her hanging. Either way, for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.